We are ready.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I hope everyone's ready. Like it or
I
not,
think
bro.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. So, last time on Princes of the Apocalypse, as I recall, the party was able to explore deep beneath the Earth Monk Monastery.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to rescue a few prisoners, and then when you realized that the dungeon goes a little deeper than you expected, you decided to retreat back to town and rest, recover, get a license for that bear, and hopefully see um, if you could find more monsters to hire to sick on the cultists.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Especially given the resounding success your massive slime girlfriend was. Um, you wanted to see if you could replicate that. So after spending your ill-gotten gains, you reunited only to be accosted by fire cultists.
Mm.
The fire cultists were quite unhappy you chose to send a hag at them, and they retaliated by beheading the hag and throwing the hag's head at your feet, and then attacking you. You were able to barely pull out a win, thanks in a very large part to your druid friend, Garina.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
But upon yeah, upon eking out a victory, the town guard showed up, and wouldn't you know it, the fire cultists you put down were members of the town guard.
Yep.
So now you are all currently cooling your heels in prison, and you are all special enough to have had special anti-magic wards placed on yourselves. Uh, I say everyone, but Pan is not in there. He was bailed out within hours of being arrested.
We are at the moment, right? I
Yeah, the
mean,
rest of you,
yeah.
all of you are currently in prison right now, waiting for your lawyer to show up.
No, I mean,
Um,
but last time we left off is like we're at the exact moment where the guards showed up, right?
no, I am just going to rule you are currently in prison
All
right
right.
now. Because you would have probably surrendered without a fight. Or if you did choose to fight, they would have just drowned you in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
well, actually,
was
no.
gonna
That's the question though.
escape,
Did
but
yeah?
sure.
Did you want to resist arrest? Because that may add more. That'll certainly add more charges.
So I was
So
just
did you
gonna
want?
escape, though. I don't know about the others, but uh,
Mm,
what do you guys think?
so, Catalan, will you try? Would you try to resist arrest?
Um, Probably doesn't seem like a good idea. So no.
No. All right. Um. So Cyrus escapes. Pan. Would you resist?
See no reason to.
Yeah, that's true. You know you have rich friends, and what's our druid friend's name again? I can't remember. Aria. Yeah, she would not resist. I'll just rule that she would not resist. So Cirrus, after trying to use his spells to escape, getting counterspelled, and then being beaten for his trouble,
All right.
is imprisoned with a couple of new bruises,
All right.
and probably a broken nose on top of it.
Probably.
Yeah. The bear is with you still. So
impressive.
Yeah.
I guess I would be outside just eating some lunch, I would think.
All right. So
That's some very aggressive typing.
yeah, I am. Yeah. Also, I'm running a by text game at the same time as I'm running this, so I am going to be. My attention is going to be divided a bit. So just forgive me for that.
You do you, man. I'm not gonna.
All right. So Pan, where would you be after you got bailed out? After someone paid your bail, where would you be right now?
Okay, what exactly was it I was hired again to do? What was my
You were
job
hired
here?
to solve the monster problem, and you think you've figured out what's causing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's obviously the imbalance in the magic that the different cultures are doing.
Yeah, it's.
That's what I think it is.
Hmm.
So currently, I think I would like to just go around and observe things.
All right, so observe things in town.
Yeah, I think you would like see if there's any like symbols. Like, oh, that's a symbol for water. That's a symbol for air, and see if like there should be any other cultists hiding in the city with somebody affiliated with such.
All right, make an investigation check.
19. That was actually really good.
Oh, that's yeah, that is actually very good. It takes you a little while, but you do come across some traders. Not traitors, but traders, merchants who
Yeah,
are
I assumed.
yeah, who are claimed to be heading down to the Barge right Inn. You guys are on the map. Yeah, so down about there ish. It'll take them a couple of days. Once they get there, they're going to take to the river, and take some supplies up to a river fort that is currently being manned by an all Warforged garrison. And so I gotta find the name of this cursed Kurotoa town here. But yeah, like I said, it's when you see the supplies, you also notice that each supply, in addition to the usual merchant markings, have an extra marking on it. It looks quite out of place, to be honest. So I'll actually draw y'all a picture of it, so you know what it is. Here, it's gonna take me a while to get going here. All right, so here's a nice blank sheet of paper. This is what it looks like. Looks like that. It's a little different than what it should be.
So that, for some reason, that makes me think of water.
Yeah, that's true. It makes you think of drowning.
Are there any gods with the traders?
There's several, yeah. All Warforged too.
Good.
So what do you do?
Make a note of it. I mean, I'm certainly not gonna. Actually, I might just go and talk to him a little bit. Like talk about what roads one should go to where they're going. If there's any profit in that kind of thing, like making it seem like I'm either looking to invest or start like trading as well.
All right, yeah, that'll work. Make a persuasion check. Quick persuasion check, very easy.
Yes, especially with my personality. 14.
Yeah, that's actually a very charming personality. One second. Sounds like Groovy just left us. Right. All right. With that check, you know that it's not that there's much business. It's that they're funded by the government. Like this garrison works for the British Navy, so they're charged with keeping the rivers clean of pirates, keep it clean of raiders and spies from other nations. So they're paid well, and the merchants are being paid by the government. Merchants themselves are actually quite happy because the Warforged guards do not require sleep and can be on duty 24/7. And plus, since the garrison at the fort doesn't need to eat, they don't have to transport perishable foodstuffs. They can just focus on weapons.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So,
The guards, for their parts, are they're a little tired of basically being made to stand guard all the time. Like it's getting a little tiring for them. Like they might not need sleep, but they're still living creatures. They get bored doing this.
out of character, I understand. I don't think I don't think Pan cares for Warforged.
All right.
But does any of the Warforged have the mark?
That I will require a persuasion check against their stealth check.
Perception, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said persuasion.
Sorry, I said perception. I meant perception. Sorry.
It's cool.
Let's see. All right, you do not see anything. So either they have it, or they have it and they're hiding it, or they don't have it, and these guys are unaffiliated.
I'm gonna ask what kind of weapons are they bringing? I'm gonna look over the Warforged. I mean, is it just swords? Isn't that a bit primitive?
It's swords, spears, a couple of experimental Kenneth firearms.
He says that and looks a little more interested.
Yeah.
His eyes almost opening up to what a normal person.
Yeah, from like the half-lidded, arrogant gaze, right?
Of total disinterest.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for answering my questions. Can I get your names one last time? Just so I'm sure I will remember them.
All right. They give you names. Names are very generic. It's like Blade, Clubber, Hammer, Steel. Very, very dehumanizing names for them.
Oh, I was talking about the merchants, but yeah, sure.
All right, yeah. The Warforged start giving the names. You're like, just shut up. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the merchant. Sorry. His name is Roger.
It was a pleasure, Roger. I will probably be in contact with you.
Roger, give me a moment to get the voice. He says, "Oh yes, no, don't worry. Might have fine time talking to you, sir. I'm sure we can do business real soon."
I do hope so as well. He says, he gives him a polite smile.
Yeah. One thing you notice when he does that, he shakes hands with you at the end of that. One thing you notice is that he's wearing silver rings on his fingers, 10 of them in total. And you recognize this as a symbol of someone who's a member of the Aurum. Basically, one of your member of your rich group of patrons.
Do we have a saying or something that like members say to each other?
Not really, because the Aurum is actually quite a public group. People know that it exists, but most people view it as just a rich man's club.
Yeah, I look at his hand, and the indifference in my face grows a little more distant as something that almost seems like warmth comes to the top, and he says, it's good to see the fingers are still fine."
Yeah, Roger says, of course, sir. Yeah, just fine and dandy, thank you. After all, where would the hands be without the fingers?
Pan just smiles, and he chuckles a little, indeed. And he takes a step back, half bows to him before leaving.
Yeah, and he gives you a little nod. And he says, by the by, before you go, sir, before you go.
Of course, yes.
Hang on. 1 second. He says, before you go, am I to understand you are the one that was sent here on the assignment to deal with the little
yes,
shall we call it infestation? Yes. Okay. Excellent. I think somebody met the information you sent back earlier has been, shall we say, passed. We have a response ready. Expect to be contacted within a few days. I'm not exactly privy to the nature of the information the Aurum intends to give you or the nature of your contact, so be prepared for anything.
And just nods and says, I thank you very much.
Oh, no, the pleasure is mine, sir. All mine. And remember, if you and yours ever need some fine arms at a cheap price, you know my name.
Indeed, I do, Roger. And I'll see Roger off.
All right. Yeah, Roger is gonna go back to his caravan and start yelling at the Warforged to get everything moving. Challenge 1 at 65 hit. Holy shit. All right, so now we'll cut back to prison.
Yep.
So
and one last thing. I'm gonna take out a little notebook and then write down that his name and then this symbol, and basically say water cults, blah blah.
Possible water cultists.
Yeah. Getting getting arms from our merchants, blah blah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how the Aurum handles this.
I'm but a tool.
That is true. So now we'll cut back to prison. So, Cirrus and Catalan, how has prison been treating you?
Terrible.
Yes, you can't even cast a single cantrip in this cell.
It's boring.
Yes, it's boring. You're watching. You are in
can
a
I
town.
take
You're in
at
prison.
least some rest? I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. You can get. You
Yeah.
guys get your level. You guys are all level 4, by the way.
ooh, nice.
Yes. Just remember that. Just remember to level up your character if you haven't already.
Heal myself.
All right. So, yeah, you're all in one. By the way, you're all in one big group cell. They only have one anti-magic cell, and you're filling it up right now.
All right.
So after you get your rest, and it's been about a day since Pan has been bailed out, you you hear the sound of your door unlocking, and it opens up, and you see this wall of shields in front of the door, on the outside, beyond the door, just like crowding in, trying to keep you from rushing in.
Mm-hmm.
Then the shields part just like a little way, and this little sweaty-looking gnome, dressed in this fine suit and carrying a briefcase, slides into your cell. And once he's inside of the cell, the door is shut behind him. He says, "Hi, I'm your lawyer. So please don't try to strangle me. They said they're not going to save me if you do."
Why would we try to strangle you?
Well, you blew up a guard, so it's yeah, just please don't strangle me.
We're not gonna strangle you.
Yep. Nope.
Well, you have a bear. Are you going to stick the bear on me?
Nope.
The bear is friendly.
The bear just sits on its haunches, and Arius says, "Why? Who are you?" And the man says, "I am. I'm Derek DeCivis. I am your lawyer today. You guys are you guys are in some deep doo doo. I ain't gonna lie here." I mean, you blew up a town guard. Like, how do you think they're supposed to react?
That town guard was a fire cultist.
And he blew himself up. So.
It's just, yeah, right, sure. Pull the other one. Yeah, they had his head in a bag. It showed me that they showed it to me. They literally labeled it Exhibit A. Just this, they got. Look, I can't get you off the hook for killing the guy. All right, because they walked in on it, and currently it's airtight. But I think I can get it pled down from murder down to accidental killing, down to manslaughter. That's what it's called. That's the legal term. It's manslaughter. I think I can get it.
Accidental killing.
Yeah. Yes, I think I could get it pled down to manslaughter. So
Yeah,
just
you do your stuff, I guess.
I mean, he was blown up, right? How do you think we blew him up? I can't exactly use any fire magic here.
he looks at Cyrus and says, "Apparently, this guy was quite a tricky escape artist."
I don't know any fire spells, so.
Yeah, that's yeah, sure. And then there's this one, and he looks at Aria, who just gives her widest-eyed, most innocent look that she can muster. It's just, yeah, sorry, sweetheart. I'm a lawyer. I don't have a soul. That doesn't work on me. Uh, all right. So, what do you guys think? If I can plead you down to manslaughter. You think you're probably going to be spending a long time in prison, though? Easily like 10 years, probably more. So, are you prepared for a 10-year prison sentence?
I don't think any of us have 10 years.
Well, yeah, sure. I've heard that one. Look. I know this is a difficult time for you, but you got to cooperate with me here.
We didn't kill anyone.
That are not innocent.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
They are the cultists. They're supposed to die.
You said not innocent.
Yeah. Sorry. Urina was gonna say, yeah, it's this whole thing is complicated. Uh, so your lawyer says, all right, look, just like I said, just let me plead this down to manslaughter, and and maybe we can do it. Maybe you don't have to serve the full 10 years. Maybe you can just do like 5, and then you get bail. Right?
I wonder what Pan is doing right now.
Yeah. Look, you're going to be taken in front of a judge in an hour. All right, just shush. Whatever the judge says, shush. Don't say anything. Just let me handle it. I think I can do this. All right. You promise me? Your silence is not assuring.
I'm
Right,
looking at Cat.
Catalan has nothing to say to this groveling idiot.
Yeah. Your silence is not assuring. Huh? We're gonna die. It's not going to end well for us. All right. So, in an hour, 1 hour, you will find yourselves bundled out of your cells by the guard, and each of you are surrounded by at least 3 mages, each of whom know counterspell. The guards hustle you down the hall, around the corner, and you're all shackled. By the way, they made sure that you're shackled so you can't easily move. And you are shuffled into the courtroom, which looks like a lot like a modern courtroom we have here on Earth, with the exception being that the place where the judge sits is completely black. Like it's like this impenetrable dark. And people, and you notice that there's actually an audience that's filing in to watch. This is something of the talk of the town. Like apparent, because people don't blow up guards every day. Pan, are you attending this trial? Or no?
Yeah, Pan would find time to it.
All right. So Pan, you guys do recognize Pan in the audience. So what do you do when you see Pan in the audience, Saris?
Yeah, I just look at him. I think I have message. Yeah, I message him, just saying. So, enjoy the show.
It is definitely adequate so far.
You know, it's 5 years. Well, 10.
Only if you get convicted.
Apparently, we are. So, yeah. If you got any tricks under your sleeve, now is the time. The mages, there are 3 of them around me. So,
Yeah.
around us. So, can't do spells.
I'm impressed you managed to get this out.
Yeah. I guess messages doesn't really matter. It's not harmful spells, so they don't really care. Well, it's up to you. We can't do anything here. So yeah.
I'm gonna look at the judge.
The judge is the best reason. You realize the reason that the reason that the judge's box is blacked out by magic is to keep the identity of the judge anonymous. So when you actually see the judge, you don't see like the face. You just see like this Cheshire grin floating in the darkness. Just this Cheshire grin of teeth. And his black gloved hands and with a black robe does emerge from the darkness, holding the gavel. And you hear him smack the gavel several times, saying, all right, settle down, everyone. Court is now in session.
I guess I won't see any like insignia on him except for what is expected.
No, you just see the Cheshire grin, and he presumably leans forward because you can see like these, like the white glow of his glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know how like anime, like the glasses glow sometimes when they're feeling particularly evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his eyes look like. His eyes look like the glasses glow. Again, with that, the voice, you think it's done by magic.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't seem sinister at all.
The judge points his gavel at you and he says, Catelyn Helder, Cirrus Grimm, Arianod, and Garina, you and your pet bear are all charged with the murder of no less than 3 guards of the town of Xandrar. How do you plead to these charges?
Quick question, out of character. Did you actually kill him?
Yeah, they killed the guards.
Yeah, he's a cultist. You were there. Like,
yeah, they killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bailed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, actually, what was the bail?
Yeah. It was pretty high, but they considered the information worth your bail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should pick better friends.
Callan's going to stand up and say, innocent.
Yeah.
The
judges are going to just like peer at you, Catelyn, and he's going to say, does the prosecution have anything to say to this claim? And what they're going to do is they're actually going to bring the severed head of the guard captain that blew up and place it down, and then a cleric-looking fellow is going to come in and cast Speak with Dead on it. And the cleric says, just very quietly, just ask the head, so were you murdered by these 4 people here? The head, you notice, the eye, even though the head is severed and it's clearly been dead for a while, the eyes roll to look directly at you. You hear the whisper, yes. And when it says that, everyone starts talking. The audience starts whispering and talking to each other, like, "Oh, this is unexpected. This is not good looking. It's not looking good for them." The judge lets this continue for a few minutes before he smacks his gavel again, calling for order. He says, he looks at you, Catalan, since apparently you've appointed yourself spokesperson for the group, and says, "So, what do you say to the charges that the prosecution has brought against you? What do you say to the evidence that they have shown? Do you have any evidence of your innocence?"
As if the head, he's the cultist.
All right. He's going to look back. The judge looks at the cleric, and the cleric says, "Are you, by any chance, some kind of cultist?" The head whispers,
Zone of truth.
"No."
I mean, it's a
You-
speak with that. It has to be truth, right?
Yeah. He says, "No, I'm not a cultist."
Would
And
consider himself a cultist.
yeah, the judge looks back at you, Catalan, says, "Well, unless you have any surprise evidence or witnesses, this, which I should remind you, if you are withholding either, that is a felony. Unless you have either of those, this looks like a pretty open and shut case to me."
Wait, it has to answer truthfully, right?
Yep.
Yeah?
Ask it if it attacked us first.
True.
The cleric will nod and say, Did you attack these people?
First.
Or did you attack them first? The head is going to answer, "Yes." And when it answers yes, again, the courtroom just erupts with people shouting accusations of, "Yes, they're innocent. No, they're guilty." The judge is quiet as he contemplates this. You see him just fold his fingers in front of him. You know, his hands are still clad in black gloves. And he tilts his head. You can tell by the way the eyes tilt. And he says, "Well,
I would like to raise my voice and ask why.
and when you ask why, Pan, suddenly people just start picking up on them. They just start chanting, why, 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 why. And then the judge just grabs the gavel and starts absolutely smacking it onto the he just actually starts smacking the gavel, and it's like he actually breaks it and has to throw the handle aside and get a new one from the bailiff, all the while just shouting, "Order! Order! I will have order in this courtroom, or I will have it cleared. One of the two." And then he looks at the severed head and says, "Answer us why. Why did you attack them?" And the head says, was killed, reanimated. And everyone's like, "Oh, it's gotta be Karnath. The fucking Karnathi are doing this again. The zombies are coming back. Kill them!" And they just start freaking out. But this time, before it can reach a fever pitch like it did last time, the judge is able to restore order. What do you do in the light of this evidence, Catalan and Cirrus?
Can we ask the head who reanimated it?
Yeah, all right. You can ask who reanimated it. But when you say that, the head just says, "I don't know."
Oh, Cyrus will now say, since they were already dead, we are not their killers. Because you can't kill dead people twice.
Yeah, the judge is going to say, the judge is to actually look at the head. He's going to say, were you reanimated or resurrected? Because that's a pretty important distinction.
He said reanimated, so.
Hang on, I need to pay a little more attention to the pirate game now for a moment.
How many questions can he ask the corpse?
For this purposes, as many as he needs to.
Okay.
Okay.
As many as he needs to.
Oh. Apparently the corpse doesn't have to speak the truth.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Ooh. I just looked up the spell.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, I guess I need to go have a look at that. Alright. The judge is going to sit back, and after the judge restores order, he's going to sit back. He's going to start thinking about this. When the door to the courtroom bursts open, and you hear someone say, "Wait, I'm a surprise witness with a shocking alibi." And the court turns. You see, it's the Kenneth guy that you rescued from the Earth cult. Yeah, surprise witness with a shocking alibi. He comes, and the judge just says, "This guy's just got a lot how complicated." Fine, the court recognizes whoever you are. After he is taken to the witness stand and sworn in, the man, Byron de Kenneth, gives a speech. He gives a short speech answering questions from the lawyers as he needs to about how the cultists attacked his caravan and took him and his friends captive. How there was an earth cult and there was a fire cult, and there's probably a water and air cult as well. So the judge, he listens to this, he takes this new evidence in, looks at the severed head with the char marks on it, and then he looks back at you guys and he says, "In light of this evidence, and in light of the surprise witness and your deeds, this court finds the whole lot of you guilty-ish. Yes, I believe you have killed cultists that were dedicated to the destruction of Xandrar and the ruination of Brilliant. However, they were acting in their capacity as town guards when you did. So, my punishment is as follows. You shall serve community service until such time as I say otherwise. And by community service, I mean you're going to do this community a service and get rid of these cultists. When you have gotten rid of them, then you are free to go.
Pan will stand.
Yeah. And what do you say?
He doesn't say anything. He just looks at the judge and leaves.
All right. He just looks at the judge and he leaves. When the judge makes his ruling, he smacks his gavel down, and the party is released and given back their items. So, what do you do then, party?
We leave.
We-
I guess.
I guess we get back to work.
It's true.
Outside, Pan will wait for him before saying, "It's a good job in there. You're quite good at speaking." I really can't remember your name, sorry. What your name is?
Catalan.
Catalan.
Name is
Catalan.
Catalan.
You're quite well spoken, Catalan. Or at least know which questions you should raise.
Well, I knew the truth of what happened. I just needed to get everyone else to know it.
Never doubted you for a second. Cyrus,
Yes.
you should be more optimistic. I have got us to lead. And some water cultists. I'll basically fill you in on the conversation I had with Rancher about the water cultists that are hiding up in the fort somewhere upstream. I believe some of the Warforged may be in on it. I wasn't able to observe any markings on their armor. But I doubt they would have been in on it. If those soulless husks could be that. But the two of you, sorry, the three, she seems a bit catatonic at the moment.
Yeah, Aria's gonna say, well, I'm just happy everything worked out so well for us.
Aha, worked out.
Yeah. Except now we gotta go fight cultists.
Without pay.
Maybe we can hire more monsters to do it for us.
You didn't have to pay last time, so...
That's probably not the smartest idea.
Last time we hired cultists to do our thing. Well, we hired monsters to do our thing. It backfired. That's why the fire cultists showed up.
Yeah, Aria is just gonna look at you. Cyrus is just gonna say, "Yeah, backfired. That's a good choice of words. Backfire."
I wasn't intended to. The pun was not intended. Anyway. Yeah.
Let us find somewhere more comfortable to speak. Why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Garina is gonna say, "Yeah, I am gonna head out. I was getting ready to. I was here to buy some stuff when I heard the fighting. I'm gonna head out now."
Yep. Thanks for the assist.
Just yeah, no problem.
Have a pleasant day.
I'll try. Don't get yourselves into any more trouble.
We will.
Try.
As I turn and walk.
Yeah, she's just gonna shrug.
We'll try.
Are you guys up for following that lead? Or is there somewhere else we should go first?
We did what we wanted to do last time. Well, mostly. So, I don't know. Any one of you want to go anywhere?
Aria's gonna say, I want to go sleep in the bed again.
Sure.
Like the Wayfinder Inn.
I mean, if any of you are hurt, we can do that. And if not, I believe all of us are fully competent to continue walking and get this job over with. And you guys can finish your, he smiles a little, community service.
Yeah.
I could definitely use a rest, because a jail cell is not very good for recovering.
Alright.
No.
No, I just Pander's nods and says, well, let us find the rest then. The cultists will be doing their work whether we stop them or not. He says as he starts walking towards the inn.
Alright. Alright.
I'll just do you guys want to take a long rest? Like actually
Yeah.
relax and try and gain some
Alright.
semblance of a life back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would.
Yeah, sure. That's long rest then.
Alright.
Long
Alright, you get your long rest.
So long.
Alright, while they're getting your long rest, Pan, you are approached by a rather buxom woman.
Buxton?
Buxom, yeah, very curvaceous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she says, so, hello, handsome. What are you doing out here in the sticks?
Same as most other people. Just what they have to. How about you?
So, well, I'm just here to check up on some property that I bought. Don't mind me so much. I was just curious. And then she like makes the dismissive gesture with her hands. But when she does, you notice that
Her rings, yeah.
yes, 10 gold rings, 5 per hand.
And if that is what you wish, I will pay you no mind, miss.
And she just says, and call me Rose. Say, would you like to go to a more, somewhere a little more private, shall we say?
After you, miss. I will
All right.
follow you wherever the road leads.
All right. She leads you to a private room, and when she turns to you, she transforms from the human woman into a not formless, more like a plain-looking, gray-skinned humanoid.
Pan does not react.
Yeah. She says, yeah, they told me that you would not react, that you don't react much. All right, so look, we managed to get a little more information on one of these cultists.
Please do continue.
She starts flipping through. She pulls out a couple of pieces of paper and hands them to you.
Mm-hmm. I'll look them over real quick.
All right, so the first is a map of the area with one thing marked, with something by the river marked.
Mm-hmm.
She says, That marking on the map is Riverguard Keep. We believe that is a base of operations for these water cultists who have been plaguing travel up and down the river.
Yes, I do believe one of our members, Roger, has have had some form of contact with them.
He
Whether
says,
he's aware of such,
yeah, she
I
says,
shrugs.
yeah, she nods and says, yeah, he probably isn't. He probably isn't. It's disguised as a naval base. It's a Warforged garrison. We also managed to get this, and she points to another piece of paper. On it is a sketch of a Warforged. Now you notice that in place of its right hand, it has a large crab claw.
Pulls a bit on his lip at seeing that. Like, maybe a little bit disgusted at seeing the combination of flesh and metal.
It's not flesh and metal. It's a giant metal crab claw.
Well, then he isn't as interested. I thought it meant like an actual crab claw. It's just like,
No, it's an actual like oversized metal crab claw.
and their leader, or lieutenant, maybe.
This is their leader, we believe. He calls himself Shatterkeel.
See. I take out my notebook and basically hands it to her, pointing to the symbol. This is the water cultist symbol.
She nods.
It should make it easier if you do not already have it sketched down in your notes.
Yeah, she nods. Says, that would make it much easier for us to identify. Thank you.
Do I know how any of the other cultists look? Like symbols look?
I will let you make an intelligence check.
Ooh. Nice.
Cool.
Make an
Because
intelligence check.
Because I'm guessing it's just that.
Or
but
a history if you're trained in it.
Haha, no.
Oh, so just straight up intelligence then.
That's a natural one. Yeah, I know that one.
No, you don't remember the others. So, yeah, she says, well, it's good enough, though. You've given us good information thus far.
I not.
One more thing. This right here, and she points to, and she pulls out another sheet of paper from it and shows it to you. So it's a list of names of Aurum agents in the area.
I see. I'm gonna
Not just in Xandrar, but in the town surrounding it. Places such as Moletown, Westbridge, Vanguard, Croston, Daggerfort, all over the place. So you can go up to them. You can go to them, get help if you need it. I mean, they're obviously not going to give you military aid, but if you need supplies, or some funds, they might be able to help you there.
Yep. I thank you.
She said, one more thing. And she pulls a bag out and drops into your hand. He says, I need to go, so you're not going to be able to leverage my authority to get what you need. This should cover it, especially with the rest of them, when dealing with the rest of them.
I would never dream of leveraging you.
No, not me. I meant the rest of the Aurum guys. Not all of them are as nice as I am.
I doubt anyone truly is as nice as you are, miss.
She gestures for you to open the bag.
I open it and look inside.
Inside are rings, copper rings.
Oh, nice.
10 of them, she says. Yeah, they felt you have more than earned it by now. This information is extraordinarily valuable for us. Of course, between the two of us, the Dragon Marks don't need to know about this.
Nods and leans a little closer in conspicuously.
Mm-hmm. All right, she says, all right. Well, in that case, I will. I'll be heading out.
Indeed.
I'll be heading
You-
out. Keep up the good work. Joram is expecting great things out of you.
I will continue to do my duty. As I'm gonna look at my hands now as I slowly put the rings on. As a member of the hand now, no longer just a tool.
Yes, you're not a hand that wields the tools.
He nods and gives her a small smile. I thank you, Rose.
Okay. Well, the pleasure is mine, Pam. And she is going to transform back into her buxom disguise.
Hmm.
And then she's going to say, I just ask that you forgive me.
Already done.
All right. And then she will slap you across the face and storm out and say in her disguised voice, like, ah, what kind of whore do you think I am? I am a decent, God-fearing lady, sir.
Looked like somebody who could use some fun. And then he slowly walks out and leaves.
All right. So the night passes peacefully. And one second. All right. Let me just move things over here. Yeah. All right.
Oof.
So the next day dawns, and the party reconvenes. And you guys notice that Pan now has 10 shiny copper rings. They look relatively worthless. Like each one only looks about like worth about 1 copper each.
Huh. And hello to you. What happened to your face?
A woman did not like my advances.
Huh. Figures. Alright.
Catalan is not going to give this any thought whatsoever.
Yeah, it's probably par for the course for this guy.
What's that
City
supposed to
folk are
mean?
weird.
I mean, he has not shown any interest in anybody. uh,
Uh,
there is, like I said yesterday when we left the courthouse, there is some, he like making gestures with his hand, fort by the river north of Barge Point, and along the coast the water cultists are working. Their leader, I do believe, is some sort of forge, a war forged.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna like, I'm guessing I was giving the picture of him, the drawing.
yeah, he shows you the picture.
Yeah.
There's also a little dossier on the leader.
Ooh.
Who apparently served as a soldier in the last war. Um,
He seems to have been radicalized, or been radicalizing the other Warforged, if such things can even happen. and has been setting up a pirate base inside his naval fortress.
So what do y'all think of that?
My personal opinion is that we should go and investigate it. If there is some way we can take advantage of the position it's in, or somehow disclose its true purpose, we should do so.
So I know. Just quite quick question. So I know we have to deal with all the cultists, but shouldn't we focus on finishing up the fire cultists? I don't want them to, show up again while we're doing stuff and then, blow us up. Or
I do not mind continuing with the fire. I just don't know where to hunt the last ones down.
apparently they were at the hill we were at, the Druidcon. That was their stronghold.
Yes, it was.
They had a
There
huge
was a
castle.
thing there.
Yeah, so
We can. I'm gonna look to Catalan.
I
We
don't
can
know.
go there.
Like, it's up to you guys.
What is your thoughts, Lady Catalan?
Well, we already know where the fire cult is, and there'll probably be a problem if we leave them alone, so we should probably focus on them first.
Mm-hmm.
Take care of them then.
Besides, we did have a contact inside the river called Trist.
Ban chestnuts.
So, yeah.
Are you ready to head out once more?
I am. I know I am.
Good. The last time I was at that fort, I didn't really enjoy the way I left. He says as he starts preparing to leave. Maybe this time we can do it a bit better.
Alright, so where will we all be heading?
Fire cultist Ford.
Alright, up to the to deal with the fire cultist dudes. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, one sec. Okay.
My mind has had some trouble since I was revitalized, I would call it. Can one of the two of you reminds me a bit of what we have been doing the last couple of days? Catalin.
Yeah, I am cutting out there.
Hmm?
Am I cutting it?
No.
Mhm.
You weren't.
Sorry,
Okay.
quick, can you all just quickly talk?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can talk.
Yeah.
Can you
Alright,
hear
can you
us
just
all?
talk, like, quickly, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not cutting out,
You weren't.
because everyone's so quiet.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
just waiting because it was a
Alright,
scene
yeah.
transition. So we are.
Oh.
Sorry, so
Yeah.
you are on the road now to back to Scarlet Moon Hall. It's going to take you a better part of the day to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I will need you guys. I will need Catalin and Dennis to both roll me 1d20.
Ooh.
Just 1d20?
1d20 to see if we get a random encounter.
15.
15 and
16.
16. All right, there is one random encounter in the morning. I need Cirrus to roll me 1d12 plus 1d8.
Oh, okay. 1d12 and then 1d8.
Oh my god. 2 bandits attacking 6 traders.
Hmm.
That would be interesting. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They're fucking strong bandits.
Or fucking lousy trade.
Actually, what happens is you all come across a group of orcs.
Ooh. 2 of them? Okay. That's a group.
Or,
That's a
or
small
6.
group.
So a group of about 5 orcs. They're actually they're prospectors by the looks of things.
Oh. Hmm.
Avoid them?
There be gold
Or...
in these hills.
Maybe.
Should we avoid them? We should avoid them, right?
It makes little difference.
Area's immediately just gonna go wandering up to them.
Okay.
And then again, we are looking for earth cultists as well.
How very area of her.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, hey guys, how's the gold hunting coming?
What did they respond?
They're like, yeah, well, it's not much gold.
Do you want to continue having a conversation with yourself?
No, please. No.
Yeah.
No. Please, no. I don't want to do that.
You know what? So
Yeah.
let's just say area and the
Yeah.
miners trade, informations and such, and we part ways. How's that?
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's much better. Yeah. So you guys do arrive at Scarlet Moon Hall. It is very hot and hazy, a lot hotter and hazier than when you were there last time.
Ooh. Yep. It's the fire base.
Certainly looks that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let us go up then.
And yeah, I got brought a fight with them. All right. So he is going to be slapping this. So the monk is about to get smacked with a staff. One. I'm going to go someone. Okay. All right. When you arrive there, so you remember the general layout of the tower. Not of the tower, of this place. I mean, there's a
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. Yeah.
Did.
Up ahead, here's the map in case you forgot.
Mm-hmm.
You have The bonfires are lit. The campsites are abandoned, but the bonfires are lit, and this time all attempts to put them out fail.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, you try to
Even
shovel dirt on them,
covered,
the fire just
even
melts its way
covered
through the dirt.
with them.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. It's this time the power of elemental fire has grown. This time to the point that that you can't actually smother the flames.
Huh. All right.
That's not a good sign.
Nope. That's why we
No.
need to deal with them fast.
Let us go up then.
Moving
I'm gonna.
forward.
Can I see any people out here?
Make a
Anyway,
perception check to try to see through this haze.
23.
Nice.
All right, with the 23, you do see up ahead is an enormous structure, for lack of a better word. It's like an enormous humanoid structure. You remember the giant? It was the giant wicker man that they were burning here.
Mhm. But it's not as much a Wicker Man now, I'm guessing.
Nope.
Yeah, it's still burning though. Amazingly, days later.
Yeah. I'm not really one that has such great insights into magic and such. But isn't there different planes? Could they? He's gonna like gesture as if he wants somebody else to say the rest of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Have been at least partially successful in opening a portal to the plane of fire.
Mm-hmm.
No, you two are rather quiet.
So
Normally, I'm the one that's that.
the area is just feeling the earth, putting her hand on the earth, and she's just looking a little upset when she does.
Hmm.
Well,
She
it's
says,
unbalanced.
yeah, she just, yeah, the area is extremely out of balance here.
Hmm. Let's just put this to an end. Like, fight them? I mean, find them first.
They're probably in that tower at the top of the hill.
Yeah?
Hmm.
So,
Mayhaps.
let's try.
Let's send in then.
Yeah. Let's
I'm
descend.
gonna.
We could potentially get around some of them by going in through one of the higher floors if we can do that somehow.
Mm-hmm. Or pick them out one by one. Either way, it should be better.
Whichever, really. Should we try and go in and see how the courtyard looks? I'm gonna enter the courtyard.
As you enter the courtyard, as you pass the wicker giant, you hear it actually say something.
I don't speak it.
Do you speak elemental,
Uh,
primordial?
Ooh.
Nope. I don't.
No,
Not me.
then you hear gibberish. You hear
Let's see.
coming out of the wicker giant
Ooh.
through the fire.
The fire is talking.
I cast comprehend language on myself to understand
Alright,
what it says.
you cast comprehend language. on yourself, and you hear it again. It speaks again, and you hear it. You understand it clearly. It is speaking in the fire dialect of Primordial, and it's saying to Pan, "You are not one of us. Be gone."
Oh, he's telling us to shove it.
I'm gonna walk forward towards the castle.
Let's just end it here and now. Faster and better.
Let's see if we can kill the ones that remain, and then we'll take care of this one.
I doubt it'll let you just walk
Yeah.
past.
That's why.
It let me walk past before.
Alright.
Yeah, that's when the wicker giant starts to move. It's just yeah, you see it's shuffling along the ground. And up in your head, you see bits of fire take on the appearance of angry eyes and glare down at you, Pan.
Do you guys want to try and fight this thing?
I guess we don't have any choice. It's guarding here, the entrance.
We
We
can
could
run
try
away.
to sneak around it and come
Sure.
up to the place in the back.
Sure. Let's leave and sneak around.
Yeah, Aria's gonna say, yeah, I don't think it understands us, so yeah, let's just back up, run away, maybe run away screaming or something, and to see if we can find a back entrance in.
Alright. Running away screaming.
Yeah, so Aria's going to hop on top of the back of Ranger the Bear and just kind of like, come on, boy, come on, gotta keep going. And the Ranger is gonna look at Catalan for orders.
Callan's going to have the bear run away with them.
All right, the bear runs away with you. So you just leave the entrance alone. So are you gonna scout the area around?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see if we can find a back way to the tower or something.
There are walls that surround it, but the back part of the wall looks in greater disrepair than the rest of the wall.
So can we basically just sneak around this way?
Yeah. All right. So you're able to slip around. The wall here, and yeah, the wall at this part in this part is it's built up. It's close to the tower. It's proof positive to you that someone is using the tower. They took the walls closest to the tower and repaired them first. All right. So you you can choose to climb it, try to tunnel underneath it, earth cult style. How do you want to approach this?
Let's just usually the boss will be upper floor, right? Because they're not earth cultists. They're not prone to dig deep under. So
Yeah.
my best guess is we just go up.
I'm just as high up as possible.
Yeah.
Want to get
Yeah, top of the
closer to the
tower
sun.
All right. Yeah, you scramble up
Climb.
and
We climb.
yeah. Yeah, you climb up. You're able to see that there's wooden scaffolding built up against the side of the tower, which is used to repair.
Mm-hmm.
And you see two workers on it, two guys in full armor on it. On there, they're working to try to repair a section of the tower wall.
Actually, kind of impressed they can like stomach the fucking heat.
Yeah. All right. So what do you do? Seeing these guys, they don't seem to notice you.
It's not the highest floor, right?
No, they're on the scaffolding outside of the tower.
Yeah, let's just go higher, I guess.
When we kind of need to pass them to go higher.
Oh, okay.
I think
And
it's a problem.
we just knock them off the edge.
Well, you're gonna have to
I
try
mean,
to,
that will make some noise.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try to get onto the scaffolding first and then pull them off.
Let's see.
How high up the scaffolding are they?
Yeah.
The tower, 30 feet up the scaffolding. The wall is about 15 feet up.
What should we do?
I will be able to get up next to them before they can react, but I doubt I will be able to take care of them both before they can announce to all the remaining cultists that we have
Should
arrived.
we collapse the scaffolding, maybe?
Yeah.
It will make it harder for us to climb the scaffolding.
I can make them not see us. I have fog cloud. I can try to use that to conceal us ourselves, but I can't do anything else about the noise, though.
Isn't there a spell called silence?
Yeah, but I don't know that spell.
Moot point then.
Yep.
Catalan, you can, if you want, you can just go and chop down the scaffolding. They will fall. It'll be a bit more difficult for us to climb, but we will manage. Although it will make quite a ruckus.
It'd be noisy, but it could potentially be written off as an accident.
Yeah.
If they don't see us.
Indeed.
So that settles it. I'll cast fog cloud, and Catalan will try to knock off the scaffolding.
Yeah. And I will prepare myself to kill them if they survive. The fall.
Yeah, probably not gonna survive the fall, but anyway. Alright. I cast fog cloud.
Alright, the fog cloud is cast. You hear from inside of the fog cloud, you hear, hey, was the haze always supposed to be this thick, man?
Quick, the scaffolding.
Alright.
And what are the supports for the scaffolding made of?
It's made of wood. All of it.
Shit.
Very dry wood at that.
Oh, so it'd be pretty easy to snap it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll help.
I was gonna say.
I'll assist.
I was gonna say one might even call it kindling.
I mean,
Nice.
I don't have any fire magic.
Yeah.
Not me too.
No. Just a quick, for no reason question. That big fort we're going into, is it all made out of wood?
The walls are made of stone and the tower is made of stone.
Okay. So it wouldn't be like a big oven. Could one like make that weird assumption?
It's probably not the best idea to fire the fire cultist. You know, to burn the fire.
No,
Cultist.
I think that's kind of their idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably.
Um, yeah. You probably could. If you set it on fire, you could probably very quickly turn that entire tower into an oven.
Yeah.
Anyway, Catalin's going to try and break the supports for the scaffolding.
Yeah,
Yep.
make an athletics check.
I will
Let's see if you can
assist.
break.
I will assist, so you can have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Doop-a-doo-doo.
Yes, you hear Cyrus whispering like, "Push that one. Push it. No, not that one."
Oh,
Come on.
wait, it's
No,
not.
that-
It's not acrobatics. It should be strength.
Oh.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Right, wrong
Or-
skill. Never mind.
Thank God, it's wrong skill.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crit.
26. Good
Nice.
thing you had help. Yeah, you
Thank
find the
God.
load bearing thing and you just walk up there and just like punch it
Yep.
in half.
That's the weak spot.
And then
That's it.
it sags alarmingly. And then you back up and you hear a crashing sound as the scaffolding just collapses onto itself.
Nice.
All right.
We hear them
Shell.
falling.
Yeah, they fall. You hear them scream and fall, and they are alive but hurt.
They're alive.
Yeah.
How? Huh.
I mean, that's 30-foot drop. I'm gonna walk into the fog cloud and
Just
take out my short sword and
Yep.
stab.
Oh.
All right.
Yep.
All right. In that case, we will stop here for the night. And next time, you will be rolling initiative against fire cultists.
All right.
Fun.
All
Okay.
right. I can live with that.
And basically, what I think this is like they're building this tower
Hmm.
into an oven.
Yep.
Ooh.
A giant
So they want-
fire pit.
Yeah, they want to set fire to it
Mm.
and then continue their ritual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me that wanted to do that.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that makes sense.
Yep. That makes
That's
sense.
true.
All right. Good game, guys.
Yeah, it's fun to be back.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it
been
was fun
quite a while.
It's fun. Yeah, it has been. And he got some useful information, and now he's also a member of the Aurum.